Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a very chill video. I am just going to break down a few of the books that I am currently reading, as well as a few things that I'm currently loving, and just kind of chat with you a little bit. I have like some ideas of like things I want to talk about, but really I just want this to be kind of a very chill video. You know what, let's just get started. So first things first, I'm just gonna very quickly go over like the books that I'm currently reading. These are the books that I have in my currently reading shelf on Goodreads. This is the least number of books that I've had, oh god, I don't know how long. So I want to try to finish them in 24 hours. Is that a bad idea? Probably, but I think it'll be a really fun like experiment. That might be the next video that I start. So first book is one that I mentioned in my last video. If you didn't see my vlog, I am making my way through the Sarah MacLean Bare Knuckle Bastards. I love this. I love Sarah MacLean. She has become one of my favorite go-to romance authors. Her books are ones that I find myself rereading all the time, and this one I have already read it. I love it. Been wanting to reread it so I can make way through the trilogy to the newest book, which was released a little while ago. Like I said, I really enjoy this and I reread it all the time. It features like a wallflower, a seedy kind of underground club kind of situation, which I don't really see as often, at least in like the historical romances that I've read. It's mostly like upper class gentlemen, dukes, earls, and all that, and this is kind of exploring a little bit more of like the seedier underground population, with obviously a bastard. I mean, it follows a group of siblings who are bastard of this asshole duke. It's really great. Highly recommend. And I haven't really made that much headway into it. I think I'm like 50 pages in or something, but like I said, I've reread this so many times that like it's just a good one. It's just a good one and I love it, and I'm excited to read it for like, I don't know, the fourth time maybe. Next, I have two books that I have had on my currently reading shelf for a lot longer than I care to admit, because it's kind of embarrassing. One of them is one that I actually started reading as an arc. I put it on pause for some reason, and then the book came out and then I never actually read it. I have the arc that I originally started and the actual finished copy. All of these are romances. I'm okay with that. These are more modern romances, obviously. This one and the next book. This one takes place in the Renaissance Fair, and I was really enjoying it from what I remember. I don't remember, why did I stop reading this? I actually was enjoying it, I just don't remember why I put it down, but I'm excited to finish it. I have heard good things now since the official book came out. I think this was one of the books that I actually won on a Goodreads giveaway. I never win Goodreads giveaways, and then all of a sudden I started winning a few and I was like, okay. And then obviously I used up all my luck because 2020 happened, but you know, I did end up buying like the actual finished copy though. This, I had it pre-ordered anyway. And then last but not least, this is one that I was definitely loving, and I don't remember why I stopped reading this because I was thoroughly enjoying it. I don't know what happened, but it's red, white, and royal blue. Clearly I was liking it because I was tabbing the crap out of it. Why did I not finish this? It's fine. I feel like I'll fly through the end of this. Those are the books that I'm currently reading, aka that I will be reading hopefully within the next 24 hours. It'll probably be a few days after you watch this though. It's been so long since I've had nothing on that shelf. Just thinking of like having it empty for at least a day, it's kind of exhilarating. That should tell you about, you know, the type of life I lead, if that's an exciting thing for me, an empty freaking reading shelf on Goodreads. Okay, let's talk about a few of the things that I've been loving lately. I was gonna include books in this, but honestly I feel like the books that I've read since my last wrap up I really enjoyed, but I don't have much to say about, except for the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, which I read. That was my last video. If you didn't see it, it was a ridiculously long vlog where I read the entire trilogy. I love that series. I do. I genuinely do. Although I will say that I do think that the ending did let me down a bit. Like thinking about it now, like a few days after I finished it, and I kind of like try to wrap my mind. I do think that the ending let me down a little bit, just because it felt like there was a lot that was happening but there wasn't much progress. It was like leading up to this huge thing, and then that was solved pretty quickly, and then we got thrown a curveball about a whole other thing, and it felt a little like whiplash, but it was still incredibly exciting. And I do think that I would still give the entire series as a whole maybe like a, I hate to do this because I know it annoys some people, but I give it like a 3.75. We'll round it up to 4 stars. Okay, we'll say it's a 4-star series. There were some aspects towards the end that did kind of let me down a little bit, but generally overall it's a great series. And I am incredibly excited to, like, after I give it some time, reread it again. Like I've said many times before with the first book, Daughter of Smoke and Bone, I liked it the first time, but it wasn't until each kind of consecutive reread. I loved it more after each reread. So I'm excited to, after some time has passed, reread it again and see if my mind changes. But yeah, I did really enjoy it, but it wasn't really like a favorite, so I didn't want to like put it in here. And then also I didn't want to do a wrap-up. I'm struggling right now with wrap-up. They're not my favorite to film, and I've kind of been putting off doing a wrap-up for a while now, if I'm completely honest. There's something about wrap-ups, like, I understand their importance and I understand why people like to watch them, myself included. I'm gonna be a huge hypocrite here and be like, I love watching wrap-ups. I like watching what people have to say about books that they read in the month, or, you know, however long. Actually filming them for me is just, it's not as fun as everything else. I mean, right now, like, I'm actually having fun filming videos again, and I'm excited about filming videos and stuff. I don't want to force myself to like film something that I'm not gonna have as much fun talking about. Well, not necessarily talking about it. I think it just stresses me out because I really, you guys know I suck. Like, I suck so bad at giving like summaries of books or like making books sound interesting. Like, I just rather would just talk about what I like about a book and what I don't. But I feel like obviously summaries play a very important role in like talking about books, at least giving like a basic summary. I like get in my head about it and I don't have as much fun filming wrap-ups. So I'm trying to come up with a better idea of like how to do it. Something that I've kind of been playing around for the last few weeks in my head is like just buzzwords about books. So like, I don't know, enemies to lovers, fantasy, magical world, awesome characters, bam. I don't know, obviously something better, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, just kind of like make it simple, direct, and to the point, and then just get to talking about what I liked and what I didn't like about the book or something. Do you guys like watching wrap-ups too? Because I do genuinely do like watching wrap-ups. Like I said, it's just, I don't know, I think I feel like I get in my head when I try to film them. It's just like giving like summaries and synopses. It's just, I envy people who do a really good job at doing it so much. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any opinions or preferences or anything like that. I might be playing around with a few options to see what I like best and what suits my channel best, especially now that I'm kind of like finding my groove again. So you know, I hope that you guys will have a little bit of patience with that. But yeah, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. Now moving on to a few of the things that I have been loving lately. There's not that many because I have started working, but there's not really been much of an opportunity for me to like try new things, and like especially with makeup and beauty and stuff. But if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I've always been into like vintage makeup and hair. Never actually attempted it myself because I just thought that I wasn't going to be good at it until recently. I fell down the hole of YouTube and vintage YouTube in particular, which eventually led me to like costume tube, which is a thing. Bernadette Banner, another favorite of mine. Oh my god, I love her so much. She's like a costume historian. She does videos on YouTube. Love her so much. She does like all these historically accurate costumes and they're just so entertaining and like so educational. Love her to death. I'll have her link down below. But yeah, I've just been really on like a vintage kick, which today is very much not that. But I've been playing around with like doing my hair, finding a lot of like vintagey things that I think are really fun and I feel like I could use for future videos. There is a few recreations that I want to do for a few covers, like book covers. I want to see if I can recreate them somehow. I think that would be really fun. Also like my Pride and Prejudice vlog. I have a vlog slash video idea, which if the video idea doesn't work out as well as I want it to be, I'm thinking of maybe including it in the vlog. I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of like projects. See, I'm excited about filming again, which is really nice. So vintage things. I bought a corset. It's not a good corset. It was like $12 on Amazon. Definitely not the best. Bernadette Banner would definitely not approve. It's a starter. I wanted to get kind of like the silhouette, few of the vintagey things that I've been considering doing, and I thought that this one would be a good one to start out with. I will say I definitely could have gotten smaller size. Like wearing it, it's definitely not as bad. I closed it pretty much all the way on myself and I still felt like I had breathing room, so I needed a smaller size, but this will do for now. Continuing on with the grandma theme, I've been on the hunt for a really good grandma nightie. I found this one. I was wearing it in my last vlog, if you saw that. It's this like lacy situation. It's just like really loose and big. It is a little see-through, means I do kind of have to wear like a robe over it, and it's so light and it's perfect for summer and I love it so much. And it's just, I feel like the most elegant grandma when I'm wearing it, and I love it. I love it a lot. Vintage hair. Tangle Teezer has saved my life. I already love like just detangling products in general because I have really fine hair and I have a lot of it, so whatever I do it's just getting tangled. But this I found has really worked for the brush out when I did the curler situation. Even when I did my other foam curler fail, I ended up buying foam rollers and they were way too small and they ended up looking like an 80s. I swear my hair is perfect for the 80s. It looked like a bad 80s perm. Anyway, this helped a lot. I still got a giant headache because no amount of brushing was gonna tame that mane, but this is great. It doesn't tug at my hair as much as like any other regular hairbrush would, and it works really great for the brush outs and just like in general. What else have I been loving? Ooh, this was gonna be my snack, but I generally have been loving these two things, so I figured I might as well mention them. Seaweed. I buy them in bulk whenever I go to the grocery store and they're just great to snack on. I really love chips. Literally my best friend growing up has photos of me, like well, both of us really, as toddlers, and I'm holding like a bag of chips. To be fair, her mom owned an actual store though, so her mom probably fed me a lot of chips growing up. But anyway, I love chips, so this is kind of like my attempt to satisfy that like chip craving, but maybe make it a tiny bit healthier. But yeah, really like it. Recommend. It's delicious. This is basically a coconut milk drink, so it's made from nata de coco. It has pulp inside too, and my mind wants to tell me that it's healthy, although realistically it's probably not because I'm sure it has like a shit ton of sugar, but it's delicious. It's Kuji refreshing drink, coconut milk drink, the nata de coco. I know that they have it in a few other flavors too. I know I've seen it in strawberry. My brother actually tried that one. I didn't. I like to stick with the natural coconut one. Ooh, I was about to sign off, but I forgot about music. I have two songs that I want to talk about because I've just been listening to them non-stop. The first one is SUNMI's new song, which, listen, we stan Miss SUNMI in this house. I love her. She is one of my favorite like Korean solo artists. Stan SUNMI. Listen to her song. I'll have it linked up there. It's great. Love it. Highly recommend. I just have the song stuck in my head, but what's her name? BIBI. I think it's BIBI, right? BINU. So BIBI, I think she's a relatively new singer. I think she just made her debut at the end of last year, I think. Actually, the first song that I found of hers, it was recommended to me on YouTube, and it's her newest release. I think it was Casino, which is definitely a lot more like edgier and grungier than this song that I'm gonna recommend. Also very good though, by the way. The one that kind of has been just stuck in my head so much is BINU, which means soap. I think it's so catchy and I love it. And also I really appreciate her because I think that she comes from more of like a hip-hop background as far as I understand, like in the basic research that I've done of her. She was in a survival show and then she started releasing music, so she is definitely a little bit more edgy than like the average mainstream K-pop artist, and I actually really appreciate that. Sorry if the framing changed a little bit. I had to change my battery. I think I was zoomed in a little bit actually. She has more of like an underground background, I guess. She talks about things that aren't particularly discussed in like mainstream K-pop. I mean, she's not really like, well, is she considered K-pop? I don't know. It's kind of refreshing, and again, like I said, that song is so freaking catchy. I swear, listen to it once and you can't tell me that like that chorus is not gonna be stuck in your head forever. Also, her MV reminds me a little bit of Noir by SUNMI. Maybe that's why I also liked that song a lot, because the Noir MV is also A+, but obviously the visuals are kind of similar but very different kind of meaning and context. I need to check out more of her songs. I'll update you guys on that later. So yeah, that's it for this video. It was a little bit more of like a chill, chatty video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Again, I would love to hear your guys' opinions on wrap-ups and like what you would like to see from me in the future. Like I said, I'm still kind of finding my footing now that I'm officially back. I do have a few projects, but this laptop just can't handle what I want to do. It literally at this point doesn't even open certain websites anymore because it's so old. I've reread this so many times that like it's just a good one. It's just so much fun to edit like this. It's time for an upgrade. It really is. But other than like those projects that I want to do, if there's any other videos that you guys want to see from me, please let me know. I think that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.